welcome to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois, as we are getting ready for the final game of the Day 1 of the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. My name's Wyatt Reed, happy to be here with you once again as our fifth and final game of the day. We did have the one cancellation today, but the A-Town Tornadoes, the host here at A-Town High School, and they will get ready for battle against the Lady Princes of Princeville. The winner of this game will advance to the championship game in the Lincoln Trail Conference, as they will take on Bureau Valley, who pulled off the stunner in our first game of the day, or in our first game of the semifinals, I should say, our previous game that we just got done calling, as a big stunner. Wethersfield got out to a 15-1 start in the ball game and came roaring back and ended up leading the game at one point by 15 points. So a 25, actually even more than that, almost a 30-point turnaround. Ended up being 58-50. Bureau Valley now awaits the winner of this one, and it is going to be interesting to see who comes out on top of this one, as the Lady Princes of Princeville looking to pull off the upset against the number 1 seed A-Town Tornadoes. And A-Town currently dealing with some injury issues, as I was told in the early afternoon. Kennedy Quinn is dealing with an ankle issue where she tweaked her ankle back against Galva to wrap up the regular season. Caden Quinn dealing with a thumb injury. And I believe Anna Servin was dealing with a shot to the head there. She seems to be doing all right, but she got hit in the head, so she was a little woozy after that one. So couple of injury issues to keep an eye on there for A-Town. We'll see what Coach Dugan and his coaching staff decide to do as we get ready to get this one underway here. Again, the winner of this one will advance to the championship game on Wednesday night here at A-Town High School. And we'll take on Bureau Valley. The loser will take on Wethersfield, who they are going to be red hot. They are not happy they ended up losing that ball game, so they are going to be coming out, all guns a-blazing, shall we say. And it's going to be interesting to see how Wednesday's matchups take place, but got to figure out Wednesday's matchups. In order to do that, we got to play this one here. The A-Town Tornadoes and the Lady Princes of Princeville set to do battle. Jeannie joining us here in the comments. Appreciate you, Jeannie, for joining us here this evening. As we get ready, I believe we're going to have the national anthem here before our final game of the day. It does look like that's going to be the case. So we are going to step aside as we've got the national anthem. Back in a few as the starting lineups coming up. TSSR Game Time Live. It's presented by MDH.
Every town has its own rhythm, and here in Abingdon, Illinois, connection is part of what keeps its residents moving. At Mid-Century Fiber, we're proud to call places like Abingdon home, where our team members live, work, and drive the same streets as the people we serve. Because when your connection is built by your neighbors, it's more than service, it's community. Mid-Century Fiber. Fast, local, and here for Abingdon.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wide read on the call as starting lineups being announced after the national anthem here at A-Town High School. The semifinal of the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament. As starting lineup, Bethany Sennett, number 3, followed then by number 13, Sahara Street Matter. 14 is Cameron Smith. Number 23 is Reagan Calder, and number 25 is Addison Buckley. That's your starting lineup for the Lady Princes of Princeville. For the A-Town Tornadoes, their lineup, we'll see if anything is different with those injury issues I mentioned. Doesn't look like it. There's old Kennedy Quinn making her way out there. First starter for A-Town. Looking at that ankle, it's her right ankle that we're going to keep an eye on. Looks like it's just taped up, so she must have won the argument. She said it was good. I was talking to some coaches beforehand, and they were talking about how it's either going to be, it's going to be up to Kennedy and Mama. Looks like Mama finally caved, and it's just tape on Kennedy Quinn's ankle. Callie Nelson then in the starting lineup as well. Number 14, Caden Quinn. She's dealing with that thumb issue. She does have a brace on that thumb, so we'll keep an eye on that, how it affects her shot. 21 is Avery Stiegel, and number 25 is Miley Weber. That's your starting 5 for the A-Town Tornadoes. They will wear the home whites. Princeville will wear the road maroons. Final game of the day here, day 1 of Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament. Good to have you with us. Feel free to get into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for here tonight, as the opening tip-off won by Princeville, and they will start moving right to left as you look at your screen. Up top goes to Sahara Street Matter. She'll drive to the right and stutter step, goes to the baseline. Back up top, Bethany Sennett. Kicks it back out, up top to Reagan Calder. Top of the key, here's Sahara Street Matter. Drives inside, double team on her, throws it up into the backcourt, nearly threw it away. Reagan Calder able to get to it. Free throw line, that's a jumper on the way. Addison Buckley can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of A-Town. They'll bring it back left to right here. Kennedy Quinn bringing it up the floor. Kicks it right side, a little pump fake for Callie Nelson. Cross court goes Caden Quinn. She's got it right side. They get it to Stiegel, right side to Kennedy Quinn. First minute gone, no score. Here's Quinn, a step back left wing 3 on the way. That one from downtown, it's Kennedy Quinn. Able to hit the shot as A-Town now in front. 3-0. As we get things started, out of bounds, last touched by A-Town, so it'll be Princeville basketball. Winner of this game will take on the Storm of Bureau Valley. Pulled off the stunner in our first semifinal. It'll be on Wednesday, so a little bit of rest for each side before our championship game. There will be games on Monday, though. We'll have them for you. The 9 versus 10 matchup, and then I believe the 7th place game and then the 5th place game would be how it ends up. Driving inside, the pass goes to Callie Nelson. Into the corner, there's an open look for 3. Caden Quinn off the rim, no good. Looked good off the fingertips. So the shot not affected too much by Caden Quinn, just unable to hit the open look. Stiegel up top. Here's Kennedy Quinn, they'll reset, 6:15 to go here in the first. Right side. This is what A-Town's going to want to do here. Long possessions here, kind of whittle down that clock. Baseline pass, Callie Nelson back to Quinn, who lays it up and in. Counted and a foul. Good find to get Caden Quinn open, lays it up and in, and one. Through that contact. 6:05 to go here in the first. To the line one more. There's Quinn on the way up and good. 3-point play for Caden Quinn. That thumb seems to be pretty good right now. And for reference, that is the one she hurt last year. Kind of got re-aggravated a little bit. The extent, we don't know. Seems good right off the get-go, so. But there was that thumb that she broke last year in that playoff run. Yeah. Isn't it the same hand? It is indeed the same hand. They're going to say that foul was on the floor. But as far as we know, it was just a little re-aggravation. So we don't know the extent of it, like I said. I don't think anything's going to keep Caden out, though, whether it's broke or not. Unless she can't use it. She clearly can use it. And they were keeping a very close eye on her during warm-ups and keeping an eye on her after she got it taped up and braced up. Right now, off to a good start there. Got that first basket and the foul, excuse me. As there's a lot of contact, no call. Offensive rebound, put back, no good by Addison Buckley. Patty saying a great left hand there by Caden. Yes, indeed, using that left hand. She's not afraid to use either one. Nice play inside. That's Avery Stiegel. Gets the open look. Nice find by Kennedy Quinn. Getting that one inside. An 8-0 start. 5:05 to go here in the first. A little full court pressure. 2-on-1 the other way here. Princeville hurries. That one tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Caden Quinn as she goes running down the hallway there. 8-0 A-Town in front here. Winner of this game again plays Bureau Valley on Wednesday night. Good crowd on hand for this one. Street Matter will get it up top. These two teams facing off earlier this year. I'll get the score of that game. I was here for that one, but I don't remember what it was. Beg your pardon. It's been a long day of basketball, not gonna lie. Street Matter goes, kicks it up top, over to the left side. There's a three on the way. Looking for an answer, no good. And a good box out by Caden Quinn, making sure Princeville can't get to it. Princeville and A-Town, they did battle on the 28th. And it was a dominant showing. A-Town winning the ball game 48-19. As Princeville was coming into that game, winners of 5 in a row, so it was kind of a stunner, to be honest with you. Nice pass. There's Caden Quinn with the right hand. She'll lay it up and in. Caden Quinn with another basket. A 10-0 start. Quinn has got 5 here in the early going. We got a whistle and a timeout as Princeville wants to talk it over. Off to a rough start here. We'll take a break. Back in a moment. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
Here at MDH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wide read on the call as we are at A-Town High School. The host A-Town Tornadoes out in front 10-0 as we got a whistle and a foul going to be called. See who they call that foul on. It's going to be a foul on Avery Stiegel. So that'll be the second foul here for A-Town here in the quarter. First on Stiegel. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. 4 minutes to go. Nice steal there. Avery Stiegel, after picking up the foul, lays that one up and in. Stiegel's got another basket as I'm trying not to die here. 3:45 to go here in the first. With it right side, here is Addison Buckley up top to Street Matter. Top of the key, there's a three on the way. That one halfway down and out. Another rebound, here comes Kennedy Quinn. 12-0, Tornadoes with the lead. A little mid-range floater, no good. Battle for the rebound. And stolen away, taken away, I should say, after the rebound. Here comes the Lady Princes, Sahara Street Matter. Steve, it's been a long day of basketball indeed. Alyssa, how are you holding out? Steve would like to know. Her feet do hurt. She was mentioning that in the last game, but she's hanging in there. After this, we only got 3 games on Monday, so that'll be nice. And then 2 games on Wednesday, so. Miley Weber will check out of the ball game. The end of the ball game will be Anna Servit. 3:05 to go here in the first. Nice pass inside. Street Matter will get the first points of the ball game for Princeville as the Lady Princes finally get the bucket. A nice play. Quickly, though, the other way. A-Town can't get that one to go. 12-2 our score. Lady Princes bring it back the other way. Here's Bethany Sennett with it. Right side, up top to Street Matter. 2:40 to go here in the first. Taylor Ford joining us here in the comments. Hello to you, Miss Taylor. Next one on the way, I should say. Buckley can't get that one to go, and the rebound into the hands of A-Town, former A-Town Tornado herself, Miss Taylor Ford, watching on the bus from Tennessee. How is Tennessee? How's that tournament going for you there, Miss Taylor? That shot no good. Offensive rebound. There's a free throw line jumper on the way. That's no good for Caden Quinn. I tried watching some of your games there the other day, but I got distracted. Actually, I fell asleep. I fell asleep because I wasn't feeling too good, Taylor. It's no disrespect to you. I'm sure you guys are doing great down there in Tennessee. Taylor playing for Illinois Springfield. The Prairie Stars? I think that's their mascot. That one over the head of the intended target, but it is tipped out of bounds. 2:01 to go here in the first. Winner of this game will take on Bureau Valley in the Lincoln Trail Conference Championship game. Into the corner. Cameron Smith thought about it. Gets it up top, Bethany Sennett. Top of the key, there's a three on the way. That one no good. Battle for the rebound. And we got a whistle and a tie-up. Possession arrow will go to A-Town. 1:52 to go here in the first. Kennedy Quinn will bring it across the timeline here. His offense off to a good start. Defense off to an even stronger start. Holding Princeville to just 2 points so far. Vivian Bigger into the ball game. She'll kick it right side. Chesney Engel also into the game, number 3. Turnaround shot. Vivian Bigger from mid-range puts that one in. Bigger with the bucket. 1:20 to go here in the first. Quickly the other way. That shot up, no good. Rebound into the hands of Kennedy Quinn. Up the floor, the outlet pass. What a play. Lays it up and in. Avery Stiegel's got a half a dozen. 16-2 our score. 1:05 to go in the first. And bringing it up the floor, that one, oh, wow, could have gotten called for a reach in, but Kennedy Quinn gets away with it. Under a minute to go. Inside, up to Stiegel, lays it up and in. Avery Stiegel with the bucket. All A-Town here in the early going. They are currently, their shot foul on the play. A-Town doesn't like the call. A-Town is currently on a 6-0 run after the first bucket of the ball game for Princeville. 43.9 seconds to go here first quarter. First one on the way. It's up and good. That is Reagan Calder. Her first point here in the ball game. 18-3 now the score. Second one on the way. Calder misses that one. Was halfway down and out. Rebound, Kennedy Quinn brings it up the floor. 40 seconds to go here in the first. Up top, Vivian Bigger. She'll drive, picks up the dribble, and she shuffled the feet. So Vivian Bigger, turnover there. It'll be Lady Prince's basketball. Mila Donahue will check into the ball game here for A-Town. It's Coach Dugan trying to keep his girls as fresh as possible. Again, a few of them dealing with some injury issues. Kicks it left side. Back up top to Bethany Sennett. Sahara Street Matter now with it. Over to the free throw line. Top of the key. Nice little hesitation move. Goes inside, a whistle and a foul call. That'll be the 5th foul on A-Town. And that is going to send the Lady Princes to the line for the first time here. Well, not the first time here in this game, but 14.5 seconds to go here in the first. You know what I mean. I don't even know what I was saying. First one on the way, no good by Reagan Calder. Kennedy Quinn will check back into the ball game here. Caden Quinn, by the way, on the bench and resting that thumb. As the next one on the way, it's up and good. Calder 1 for 2, 18-4. A-Town with the lead. And bringing it up the floor, here's Kennedy Quinn. Hit a half-court buzzer beater the other day. Little step back three on the way. Good if it goes. Off the back rim, no good. 1 second left. And that is going to end our first quarter. What a dominant start. It's the A-Town Tornadoes leading 18-4. We take a break. Back in a moment. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
Every town has its own rhythm, and here in Abingdon, Illinois, connection is part of what keeps its residents moving. At Mid-Century Fiber, we're proud to call places like Abingdon home, where our team members live, work, and drive the same streets as the people we serve. Because when your connection is built by your neighbors, it's more than service, it's community. Mid-Century Fiber, fast, local, and here for Abingdon.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as we are in the second quarter, about ready to start the second quarter. Good to have you with us here. The A-Town Tornadoes currently leading 18-4 here in our semifinal matchup of the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament. Winner of this game will play in the championship game. They'll play Bureau Valley, who stunned Wethersfield earlier. If you missed that game, we do have it on our YouTube page. I recommend going back and watching that one. That was a wild, wild game. The comeback effort for the Bureau Valley Storm. 18-4, though, the score. The A-Town Tornadoes currently in front as we start the second. Taylor Ford, by the way, saying that her team winning 2, losing 2, playing some teams from Florida. A very cool experience for Taylor. Well, cool to see that there. We're rooting for you here, Taylor. I've been following as best I can. Top of the key. There's a 2 on the way. That one off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound. The putback up and good. Addison Buckley with the offensive rebound. And she'll clean that one up. 18-6, 7.5 minutes to go here in the first half. And a whistle and a travel. Caden Quinn. But yeah, we'll, like I said, we'll keep an eye on that. I will get to a game at some point this spring. We got to get through all this basketball here. And one of these days, Taylor will get down there and watch a little softball as well. Once the weather gets warm, preferably. Oh, with it up top, going to the right side. Here's Buckley. That's a 3 on the way. That one no good. Tipped around. Donahue able to come away with a rebound. Nice play there. Bringing it back. Here's Miley Weber. First minute gone here in the second quarter. Donahue with it in the corner. Back up top to Miley Weber. Kennedy Quinn. Don't see her out on the floor as that one laid up and in. It's Vivian Bigger lays that one up and good for the Tornadoes. 20-6 the score. I think she's walking around trying to make sure her ankle stays loose. I see her just off to my left. She's not on the bench. She is walking around, but Kennedy Quinn not in the game. There's a jumper mid-range. There's a nice shot. Up and good. Bethany Sennett able to hit that one. 20-8 the score. By the way, Taylor, I just saw your dad walk in here a minute ago. Fashionably late as Miley Weber throws that one out of play. Did he get that heated vest that he was talking about? He wanted that one for his birthday. I'm curious. Looks like it. It looks nice and toasty warm. 6:13 to go here in the second. 20-8 our score. If you're even watching anymore, Taylor. She might be back to her hotel room. Out of bounds, a turnover for the Lady Princes. 6:05 to go here in the second. Kennedy Quinn will check back into the ball game, coming in for Chesney Engel. Again, just trying to give Kennedy a little bit of rest on that bum ankle after twisting it against Galva to wrap up the regular season earlier this week. A little hesitation goes left side. There's an open look for 3 on the way. Miley Weber off the rim, no good. And the rebound into the hands of Reagan Calder. 12-point lead here for the the A-Town Tornadoes, I should say. Lady Princes with the basketball, right side. Up top. Calder kicks it left side to Sennett. Back to Street Matter, cutting to the basket, lays it up. That one no good, and the rebound, Avery Stiegel comes away with it. Kennedy Quinn up the floor, nice pass. Miley Weber can't get the bucket to go. And back the other way, here comes Street Matter with it. 5:15 to go here in the second. Left side, open look, three on the way. Banks that one home. Reagan Calder from downtown. Here come the Lady Princes, a little bit of momentum. Kennedy Quinn, a little hesitation. She'll drive, lost it, nearly turned over. It goes out of play. Last touch by Street Matter. 20-11 the score. Callie Nelson will check back into the ball game here for A-Town. Avery Stiegel, the inbounds pass into the corner to Caden Quinn. Miley Weber with it left side, 4:50 to go here in the first half. A three on the way. That one too strong for Kennedy Quinn. Rebound. And that shot, offensive rebound, no good. And the rebound into the hands of the Lady Princes. Back the other way. Oh, nice pass there on the baseline. Lays that one high off the glass, and it laid up and in. Cameron Smith with the bucket. Here come the Lady Princes. As a timeout called by Coach Dugan. We'll take a break. We're back in a moment. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here from A-Town High School. The A-Town Tornadoes in front, 20-13. A little bit of a rally, though. A-Town was up 18-2 in the first quarter, but Lady Princes taking a page out of Bureau Valley's book and have cut into that lead. And here's a shot on the way. That one a little strong there for Caden Quinn. And the A-Town offense has gone ice cold here over the last few minutes. 4:13 to go here in the second. And it's bringing it up the floor, Bethany Sennett. Here come the Lady Princes. Back the other way, all the way to the rack. Lays it up. That one no good. A lot of contact, no call. Here comes Kennedy Quinn, 1-on-3. She'll take it into the corner. Step back, kicks it up top. Avery Stiegel, top of the key. She'll shoot a three. That one is good. Avery Stiegel. She's got 11 here in the first half. What a first half for Avery Stiegel, leading the way here offensively. 23-13 now the score. That one taken the other way. Here comes A-Town bringing it back. A little hesitation once again by Quinn. Crosses over, puts up a little floater. Can't get the basket to go. Kicked into the corner. Tried to get it to Weber, but it goes out of play. Last touched by A-Town. Taylor says they did get the heated vest. And she got her and her brother one. Oh, and the whole family got heated vests here for the holiday season. I love that. Look at that. I influenced an entire family's Christmas gifts, maybe, potentially. I don't know, maybe. Lays it up and in the other way. Cannon and a foul. Addison Buckley with the bucket in the harm. Addison Buckley with the bucket. She's got 4. 23-15 the score. 3:15 to go here in the second quarter. We also have the heated blankets. Oh boy, you guys are ready for those cold outdoor games. Basket is good, 23-16. Addison Buckley with 5 points, and the Lady Princes are down 7. 3:10 to go here in the second. 23-16, gets a screen for Caden Quinn, right side, and a miscommunication out of bounds. Last touched, obviously, by A-Town. 3:02 to go here in the first half. A little full court pressure here once again for A-Town. Up the floor, and that one thrown out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Princes. (23-16), 2:55 to go here in the first half. Quinn will bring it up the floor. She's Kennedy Quinn, very quiet here. A three, there's another three on the way. That one rims out, no good. Offensive rebound, Caden Quinn lays it up and in. Caden Quinn with the bucket. She's got 7, 25-16. And we got a whistle. Foul called on A-Town. That'll be on Miley Weber. That's her first, team's second here in the quarter. 2:32 to go here in the first half. Up the floor. Here is a pass. Tried to get it to Buckley. Out of bounds. Running a little too quickly, the Lady Princes. They turn it over. A-Town back in front by 9. They'll bring it up the floor here as Kennedy Quinn gets it across the timeline. 2:15, right side. Caden Quinn goes into the corner. Cross-court pass. Back into Quinn. Inside, kicks it. Back into the corner. There's Miley Weber. Hesitation, a little pump fake. Into the corner, a three on the way for Kennedy Quinn. That one from downtown. Quinn's got another one. The lead's back to a dozen, 28-16. 1:52 to go here in the first half. There's a free throw line stop, lost the handle. Vivian Bigger comes away with it. A-Town with it. The pass, Caden Quinn running the fast break. Up and under, lays it up and in. Caden Quinn with 9. 30-16 the score. And that one swatted away. Avery Stiegel passes it to Quinn. No good. Offensive rebound. Caden Quinn. A foul called before Quinn's bucket went in. I'll be honest, I didn't hear the whistle. But we got a whistle and a foul call. That's on Bethany Sennett. That's going to send Kennedy Quinn to the line. It's a shooting foul on her second attempt. First one up and in. Kennedy Quinn with 7. 31-16. As that lead is suddenly back up to 15, make it 16. 2 for 2 from the line there for Kennedy Quinn, 32-16. A-Town doubling up Princeville. Lauren Bowers will check into the game, number 30 for Princeville. Anna Servin will check in, number 13. 1:27 to go here in this first half. A-Town tied for their biggest lead here in this ball game. 16-point lead. That one stripped and stolen away. A nice play by Avery Stiegel. Driving inside is Kennedy Quinn, banking that one home after the steal by Stiegel. What a bucket there as that one's tipped, stolen away. Other way, lays it up. That one no good. Chesney Engel going to go to the line. 34-16, biggest lead of the day here for A-Town. A-Town currently on an 11-0 run. Chesney Engel. This is a freshman I think you need to get to know here at A-Town as she banks the first one home. Makes it 35-16. I know she's playing behind Kennedy Quinn, but I mean, that's a good person to sit behind and learn the skills and learn the tricks. And I think Chesney Engel's got that potential. We've seen some bright spots from her in the JV games here this season. And I think Chesney Engel going to be a pretty big star here at A-Town, especially once she gets extra playing time after Kennedy Quinn graduates. There's a jumper! It's Miley Weber for 2. Just inside the three-point line and a whistle. That's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by A-Town. 38-16, a 15-0 run. This was a 23-16 game. Coach Dugan called a timeout, and whatever he said, it worked. As that one intercepted, Kennedy Quinn, she's got it, and she'll lay it up and in. Kennedy Quinn's got a dozen, 40-16. One of the biggest run we've seen so far this season, and a tie-up. That'll be A-Town basketball. 33.8 seconds to go. You can have that if you want. You can have it if you want. 40-16, A-Town their biggest lead.
I only like orange Gatorade.
That's fair. 17-0 run, by the way, for A-Town. 23-16 this game was, and A-Town has blown this thing wide open. They're going to play for the final shot, it looks like. Quinn kicks it left side to Weber. Up top, back to Quinn. 12 on the shot clock here in the quarter. 10 now to shoot. Miley Weber kicks it, Caden Quinn. Into the corner, it's Chesney Engel. Gets it. Up top, Kennedy Quinn. 2 seconds, 1 second. Good if it goes. That one a little short by Kennedy Quinn. And the first half comes to an end as the A-Town Tornadoes blow the doors off of this one. A 17-0 run to finish the first half. As we go to our halftime break, they lead it 40-16. We're back in a few as we got our friends from MDH standing by for an interview. So we'll step aside and get you ready for the start of the second half in just a few minutes. Keep it here. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Thank you for watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by McDonough District Hospital. We're at halftime. Our guest today, MDH Director of Foundation, Brittany Moore. Welcome, Brittany.
Thank you.
Brittany, you joined the foundation in 2018, and you became Director of Foundation in 2024. I know you've launched a few new initiatives since being in charge. I want to talk a little bit about some of those initiatives, and let's start with taking meals out to the farmers in the fields during harvest time.
Yes, that has been something that's been so neat and humbling. This was our second year doing that, and we just wanted to find a better way to connect with our ag community. You know, our ag community is so important to us here, and we got Bill Murdoch, our CEO, and a couple of our board members out to those fields to meet the farmers and just take them a nice meal, and I think that goes a long way, and it's just a way to strengthen that relationship with them here.
How many meals would you give, let's say, every day or maybe even during the entire year? How many did you deliver? We
did 200, and we did it over 2 days.
That's a lot of meals.
Yes, it was. It was pretty fun finding out how to get to the field. Some of them would drop a pin. Some of them would give very long text directions. Turn left at the red barn, head a quarter mile down the road. So it was pretty entertaining for us.
Your 100 Women event in October of 25.
Yes. So the Power of 100 came from one of our Golden Apple Society committee members. And once we decided on mammography for our initiative, we were like, what better thing to start with the Power of 100? Because when you get 100 women in a room, you can accomplish a lot. So the event was extremely uplifting and empowering. We had a couple breast cancer survivors there, just talking a little bit about their journey and their battle with breast cancer and the importance of early detection and leaning on their community of people. We've had Linda's Fund here at the hospital for a long time, so we're already helping provide financial support to those fighting their battle with breast cancer. But this event was just a way to get so many women in that room who see the importance of early detection and excited for our new mammo machine here at MDH, because we're so thankful that we can bring the latest and greatest technology here to our hospital.
Well, you mentioned the work that the foundation office did, a new mammography machine, a new DEXA machine in the fall of 2025, and your office played a big role in helping make that become a reality.
Yes, and the CT scanner in 2024. So, we're really trying to support the hospital the best we can. And something that I should share with the Power of 100 is it's 100 women, $100 for $10,000 impact. And we did surpass our goal. We did $13,000. So we were pretty happy with that.
That's great. The Champion of Care program.
Yes, we kind of revamped our Grateful Patient program. So the Champion of Care program is something that is so special to staff members who receive it. Any patient or family member at any time can nominate a champion here at MDH that provided excellent care for them. And they can either make a contribution in their honor, or they can just simply say thank you. So they can fill out a form online, or we have champion care brochures throughout the hospital. And then our office sets up a little secret presentation, and we have our admin team come, some board members, and we surprise the champion at that department. And we a lot of times sometimes the people who nominate them come as well. And just to see the faces of those people receiving the award is so special. It just means a lot, and it's just a way to honor them. They get to wear a lapel pin on their badge and a certificate, and it's just very special. So.
One program that has been around for a while, but I think we should mention this since we're talking foundation, your Golden Apple Society.
Yes. Our Golden Apple donors are our loyal donors who have given $10,000 or more to the hospital, and that can be a pledge over 10 years. So it's something that's very doable for a lot of people, but it means so much to us. And then we have some perks. We get together throughout the year. Sometimes they get the inside scoop early on, but just really our loyal donors that we're so thankful for. And then we also have another level if you're not comfortable with that. It's our Century Club level. It's $100 a year or more, and it just helps support those annual gifts just help support our capital projects and the hospital needs that come up, but our annual givers are very loyal and very important to us.
Where would you like to see the foundation in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh, good question. I'd really like to see us, continue to grow all of the initiatives we currently have and really grow and strengthen our permanent endowment for long-term longevity. We have some opportunity there through our investments, and we have really started to engage our board more. We're a 501c3, so we have our own board, and we're so thankful for them and their support, and they're really those positive advocates for us out in the community along with our donors. But just continuing to grow each program. We're working on some planned giving through estate plans, and then we're now, we have a grant coordinator in our office now, Courtney runs her, so we're doing grants and trying to get some external funding. So I just would like to see us continue to grow on all fronts.
Well, we appreciate all the work that you've done, Brittany. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Joined by Brittany Moore today. Second half action returns after this timeout. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by McDonough District Hospital.
The Tumble Fresh option keeps clothes in the washer fresh with periodic tumbling until they're ready for the dryer. Finish laundry in under an hour with a 25-minute quick wash and 30-minute timed dry in the matching dryer. Whirlpool. Everyday care.
It's hard to stop a train.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Every town has its own rhythm, and here in Abingdon, Illinois, connection is part of what keeps its residents moving. At Mid-Century Fiber, we're proud to call places like Abingdon home, where our team members live, work, and drive the same streets as the people we serve. Because when your connection is built by your neighbors, it's more than service, it's community. Mid-Century Fiber, fast, local, and here for Abingdon.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. My name's Wyatt Reed. Happy to be here with you as our final game of the day in the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament, day number 1. Winner of this game will take on Bureau Valley on Wednesday night in the championship game. And the A-Town Tornadoes, they're wanting to make sure that it is them. They are currently off to a really hot start. 17-0 they finished off the second half, as it is coming from all over the place here. Kennedy Quinn had 12 first half points. Avery Stiegel had 11, 9 points for Caden Quinn, who's nursing a thumb injury. You wouldn't have known it by how good she was in that first half. Avery Stiegel has been making some excellent defensive plays. Her defense the last few months have been outstanding. As we start the third quarter here, A-Town with it, right side. A-Town in front by 24. That one out of play. Last touched by the Lady Princes of Princeville. This game was 23-16 at one point in the second quarter. Coach Dugan called a timeout, and whatever was said in that timeout, he better bottle that up and keep that for future reference. There's a right wing three on the way. That one up and good. It's Kennedy Quinn. She's got 15. And now a little full court pressure as Princeville able to break it, bringing it the other way, going all the way to the basket, lays it up. That one no good. Offensive rebound. Falls into the hands of the Lady Princes. There's another shot. It's no good. Rebound, Callie Nelson. 43-16, under 7 minutes to go. There's a little mid-range floater. The shooter's touch. That one up and good. 17 for Kennedy Quinn. As bringing it back up the floor. That one poked, stolen away. Quinn able to get it and scoop that one up. A scoop and score. 47-16, 6:35 to go. That one tipped out of bounds. The run continues after they're currently on a 22-0 run. Sorry, a 20-0 run, not 22, 20-0. No, it is 22-0. I can't do math. No, it's even worse. I'm doing my math wrong. 24-0. Top of the key, a three on the way. Street Matter, no good. Cross court, Bethany sent it into the corner. There's Street Matter, right wing, three on the way. That one rims out, no good. Rebound comes out. Here comes Quinn the other way. She is red hot to start. That pass inside, now back outside. There's Miley Weber for three. That one good. Miley Weber from downtown. 50-16, under 6 minutes to go here in the third. Miley Weber getting in on the action. She's got 5. Up the floor, here come the Lady Princes. A lot of contact, no call. Reagan Calder with the shot, no good. 5:40 to go. Is that one a whistle and a foul called? It'll be 2 shots for A-Town. A 27-0 run. Dating back to it being 23-16 with 5:40 to go here in the third. First one on the way, it's up and good. As Avery Stiegel, she has been excellent here today on both sides of the ball. First one is good, 51-16. And the next one, it's good as well. 52-16. Baker's dozen for Stiegel. She got 13. That one tipped out of bounds. Last touched by A-Town. 29 straight points for A-Town. That is absurd, huh? $5:35 to go here, third quarter. I think this is exactly what the doctor ordered here for Coach Dugan. And he was got a couple of players dealing with a little injury bug, but you wouldn't know it. Brings it up the floor after the steal. Here's Kennedy Quinn, a little stutter step into the corner. Miley Weber gonna try it again for 3. Off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound. For a moment, Stiegel had it and lost it. Bethany Sennett gonna go all the way to the rack, tries to end the run, no good. Offensive rebound. Street Matter will end the run, and she'll lay it up and in. Sahara Street Matter gets the bucket for the Lady Princes. That ends a 29-0 run. Here comes Kennedy Quinn trying to start another run. That one up, no good, but a foul. You don't see runs like that really at any level. 29-0. First one on the way, up and good. Kennedy Quinn, 20 points. She's been getting other players involved, though. Avery Stiegel with 13, Caden with 9. Second one on the way, up and good. But when they've needed her, especially after that timeout that they called, 2 for 2 from the line, by the way, makes it 54-18. There's a jumper on the way for Calder. Can't get the shooter's touch, and the rebound, Kennedy Quinn. Especially after that the game got down to a 7-point deficit, or 7-point lead, I should say. Princeville was on a little bit of a run. Quinn hit a couple of buckets, and that just gave them all the momentum that they needed. Nice pass inside. Here's Avery Stiegel cutting to the basket and laying it up and in. Avery Stiegel with 15. 56-18 the score. As that one tipped and intercepted. There's Stiegel again. Gets it to Quinn. The left wing three on the way. It's off the front of the rim. No good. And the rebound into the hand of Lauren Bowers. We got a whistle and a foul. And that'll be a foul on A-Town, excuse me. Their first foul. Second on Miley Weber. As checking out of the ball game will be Anna Servin. Checking into the ball game is going to be, I believe, Callie Nelson. I think she's back in. Inside pass. Cutting to the basket, but losing the handle is Lauren Bowers. Out of play. Last touched by the Lady Princes. 56-18, 3:51 to go here, third quarter. Kennedy Quinn going to bring it up the floor here as the Tornadoes looking to punch their ticket back into the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament. Inside pass goes to Caden Quinn on the baseline, puts up the shot, and a foul called. Quinn will go to the line. She's been wearing that brace, but she has been very aggressive here on the offensive side and the defensive side, swatting away some passes as well. First one on the way for Quinn is up and good. She's into double figures. 3 Tornadoes in double figures. 57-18. And the next one on the way, it's up and good. (58-18). 40-point lead. Who saw this one coming? I mean, A-Town just kind of handled things in the last matchup, but you certainly would have thought Princeville would come back and come out firing, and really, to their credit, they did. That's exactly what they did. Got that lead down to 7 in the second quarter, but boy, something was said, and I'll be curious to talk to Coach Dugan after the ball game here and see what it is he said. And again, going to have to keep that one for the postseason run. It goes to Caden Quinn, a corner three on the way. That one good. Caden Quinn for 3. 61-18, under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Just an offensive onslaught continuing for A-Town as that one swatted away. A couple of players coming in and swatting that one away. Getting it right side. Chesney Engel kicks it. She's got it back up top to Kennedy Quinn, back by the logo. Coming up on 2.5 to go here in the third. Kennedy Quinn with it right side. Or excuse me, Caden Quinn with it right side. Wrong Quinn. Now Kennedy's got it. Back to Caden. Kicks it out. Left side. 3 on the way for Chesney Engel. That one, no good. They say that was a 2, but bringing it back the other way. Either way, it was a missed shot for Chesney Engel. A good look, though. 2:13 to go here in the third. With it right side. Picking up the dribble is Bowers. Gets it over to Ella Buckley. Ella Buckley into the game for the first time here today. Got Addison and Ella. Ella, Avery Stiegel guarding her, and a whistle and a foul, and Stiegel going to pick up the foul. As that's going to be the second foul on A-Town here in the quarter with 1:59 to go here in the third. To the line shooting 2 is Ella Buckley. There's the first one on the way. It's up off the mark, no good. Macy Brooks checks into the game for A-Town. She'll check in for Caden Quinn. One more on the way for Buckley. It is on the way, and it rattles home. So Ella Buckley with the bucket. 61-19. Inside, laying that one up. Callie Nelson can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Quinn. Another chance. Kennedy Quinn will lay it up and in. Kennedy Quinn with 23 here tonight, 63-19. 1:35 to go. A whistle and a foul called. It'll be 2 shots the other way for the Lady Princes. $1:35 to go here, third quarter. To the line, Reagan Calder. She has been to the line, I think, a couple of times here in this ball game. First one on the way and good. Calder leads the way with 6 for the Lady Princes. Both teams now with 3 fouls here in this quarter. It's A-Town bringing out some of their bench. Princeville bringing out their bench as well. Number 34, Abby Christensen into the game. Bree Enley also into the game. Next one up and good. 63-21. Lady Princes 2 for 2 from the line for Calder. She's got 7. 63-21. Minute 25 to go. Street Matter still on the floor for Princeville. There's a jumper from the free throw line. That one no good. Macy Brooks gets it back. Driving inside, there's Miley Weber. Picks up the dribble, kicks it back out. Chesney Engel over to the left side. Now back up to Miley Weber. 1:08 to go here in the third. Free throw line, it's Vivian Bigger. Out to Macy Brooks, who takes it into the corner. Double team comes on her. And inside Stiegel, free throw line. They'll try it again. Vivian Bigger can't get it to go. Rebound, here come the Lady Princes. 48 seconds to go here in the quarter. Sahara Street Matter inside, a lot of contact, no call. Here comes Engel off the rebound. Chesney Engel gonna push it, driving inside, showing off the speed. That shot up and in! Macy Brooks gets on the score sheet. 65-21 the score on the offensive rebound. 25 seconds to go here in the third. Inside pass, now back out, driving inside. Here's Reagan Calder, that one blocked by Vivian Bigger. Engel will bring it up the floor. Kicks it to Bigger, into the corner. Miley Weber, open look for 3. That's off the front of the rim, no good. A scrap for the rebound. Vivian Bigger goes down to get it. Whistle and a tie-up. And it will be A-Town basketball with 4.7 seconds to go. Nevaeh Keene-Williams checks into the ball game here with 4.7 seconds to go. Top of the key. There's a jumper from the free throw line. Vivian Bigger, no good. 1 second left. Puts up the shot right before the buzzer. Had one good. Macy Brooks puts it in for the Tornadoes. And the dominance continues for the 1 seed as they lead 67-21. 8 minutes away from a trip to the Lincoln Trail Conference Championship. Back in a moment, TSSR Game Time Live. It is presented by MDH.
Here at MDH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. Fourth quarter of action as the A-Town Tornadoes leading handily, 67-21. Kennedy Quinn leading the way with 23. But it has been a full team effort. Caden Quinn with 13, Avery Stiegel with 15. 3 players in double figures here for A-Town. As the JV lineup in for A-Town, as there's a shot up, no good. Vivian Bigger, the freshman, comes away with it off the rebound. Fourth quarter officially underway. We will have the running clock here as A-Town now just 8 minutes away from making another trip to the Lincoln Trail Conference Championship game. As that one lost by Keen Williams. Up the floor, 7.5 to go. Street Matter kicks it left side to Bowers. There's a three on the way. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, here comes Chesney Engel. Engel back near the logo, will drive to her left. Kicks it, Vivian Bigger. Macy Brooks, she'll try her luck. That one no good as Macy Brooks has hit a couple of shots at the end of that third quarter. 4 points off the bench for Macy Brooks. Bringing it back the other way. Here comes Sahara Street Matter. Chesney Engel out there guarding her. Over to the left side, it's Bethany Sennett up top of the key. There's a three on the way. That one off the rim, no good. Rebound, Vivian Bigger. Bigger with 4 points here today. She's another freshman who I think going to make some big impacts for the A-Town Tornadoes in the future, especially once Avery Stiegel graduates at the end of this year. She'll get more playing time next year, and watch out, Vivian Bigger, I think, going to be making an impact in her sophomore season. She'll be one to watch here for the Tornadoes. 6:15 to go here in the fourth. Nevaeh Keen Williams, that is, gets it inside. Turn around. Vivian Bigger thought about shooting, instead gets it Engel. Left side here is Kayanne Andrews. There's a free throw line jumper. That one good for Vivian Bigger. Vivian Bigger makes it 69-21. Up top. Over to the left side. Street Matter on the baseline. That one stripped, stolen away. Here comes Chesney Engel back the other way. Kicks it to Bigger, left side. 5.5 minutes to go as that one lost out of bounds. It'll be a turnover for A-Town. So A-Town will play Bureau Valley once this one comes to an end. Bureau Valley punching their ticket to the Lincoln Trail Conference Championship game in our previous game of the day. That'll be at 7:30 on Wednesday night, the Lincoln Trail Conference Championship. That shot up and good. Addison Buckley from downtown. As Buckley leading the way with 8 points for the Lady Princes. 69-24. Left side, Mila Donahue gets it to Keen Williams. She has it, right side. Into the corner, there's Kayanne Andrews. Thought about it. Dominant showing here from A-Town for the second time this season against Princeville. Bringing it up the floor. Here comes Street Matter, left side. Over to Bowers, now back up top. Sahara Street Matter. Again, this is a very good Princeville team. They can certainly make some noise come postseason time, but A-Town has had their number this season. The two games they faced one another, it has been all A-Town, but this is a good Princeville team, 18-10. There's a three on the way. Macy Brooks, no good. Offensive rebound. Engel, she's got it. Pump fake, kicks it to Donahue in the corner. 18-10 though this season. And they will look to take third place in the Lincoln Trail Conference tournament. That'll be Monday night. That'll be the first game, 6 o'clock. So that's your Wednesday schedule. Weathersfield and Princeville will do battle in that one. And then A-Town will take on Bureau Valley for the crown, 7:30 Monday night. We'll have them both for you here. And we'll have Monday's games for you on TSSR. As Monday, I believe, Galva will take on United, who United we didn't end up seeing today, as their game got canceled. West Central was supposed to play United, but that game got canceled. So then it'll be Galva and United on Monday night. And then that'll be a 5 o'clock start. The next game will be Knoxville taking on Stark County. And then our final game or no, Knoxville versus Ridgewood, I beg pardon. And then the late game will be, or no, Rover Williamsfield will take on Ridgewood. That'll be the 6:30 game, and then the 8 o'clock game will be Knoxville and Stark County. We'll get that right here one final time before it's all said and done. 2:38 to go here, fourth quarter. Left side or right side. Here's Engel, gets it up top. Good ball movement here by the Tornadoes. Just trying to bleed away that clock. Andrews goes inside, back outside. Crowd wanting her to shoot. There's a shot up by Engel. That one no good, out of bounds. Princeville will take over with 2:12 to go here in the fourth. A couple more substitutions checking in here to the ball game. Bree Enley, Ella Buckley back into the ball game for Princeville. We're under 2 minutes to go. Kicking it right side. Driving the baseline. Here's Bowers. Getting it back up top to the free throw line. Left side. Morgan Cafferty into the game. Number 10. I'm going to give her name a shout out there. Minute and a half to go here in this semifinal game. All A-Town here after A-Town got out to a hot start. They led 18-2. There's a whistle and a foul called. Princeville got it to within 7 in the first half. But then it was a run unlike anything we've ever seen here. As A-Town went on, let me make sure I get this run correct here. That is a 29-0 run. I've never seen anything like that. Ella Buckley makes the first at 69-25. Second one on the way. Buckley goes 2 for 2. So Buckley makes it 69-26. Over to the left side, here's Chesney Engel. Mila Donahue. Free throw line, there is Brooks. Gonna lay that one up and in. Count it and a foul. Macy Brooks with the bucket and the harm. Macy Brooks having herself a good day off the bench. Rocking those very bright pink shoes. 15 seconds to go and counting. Macy Brooks to the line for the extra. And it's off the rim, no good. And Mila Donahue gonna put up the shot. Everybody forgot, everybody thought there were 2. Instead, Donahue gonna try for 3 at the buzzer, and that's gonna do it. The A-Town Tornadoes, the 1 seed in the Lincoln Trail Conference, undefeated all season long, and they are headed back to the Lincoln Trail Conference Championship as they knock off the Princeville Lady Princes 71-26, the final score. What a dominant showing from this A-Town side. And I tell you, if there were any injuries whatsoever in this one, they did not show. The A-Town Tornadoes a dominant performance here in this one as they will play one more game here in this Lincoln Trail Conference tournament in the championship against Bureau Valley. We'll go over the schedule again one more time before the night is done. Let's take a look at the scoring rundown here. Beg pardon, just trying to get everything all squared away here. Oh, goodness, I tell ya. It's been a long day of basketball, but you know what? We've had a lot of fun, and we appreciate everybody for joining us here this fine Saturday. Back on Monday, 5 o'clock tip-off. I'm just telling our camera girl, Miss Alyssa. Appreciate you, Alyssa. Go get some rest, honey. Appreciate you.
Have fun with your Subway.
I will. 71-26, again, the final score as the A-Town Tornadoes dominate their way to the trip to the Lincoln Trail Conference Championship. Let me take a look at the rundown here real quick. Scoring numbers for A-Town, a lot of players getting involved here today. It was Kennedy Quinn leading the way with 23 points. I tell you, if she was having a bum ankle, you certainly couldn't tell. I didn't even see any tape on that ankle, to be honest with you. She was excellent here today, so either adrenaline is a crazy, crazy thing, or, I mean, she just put on a performance here. And that's what Kennedy Quinn does. So Kennedy Quinn ends up finishing with the game-high 23 points. I got to get my headset out from Coach Dugan. So give me just a moment. I failed to get that out here earlier today. It's been myself all day long here, so I haven't had to talk to anybody here on the headset here. Other leading scorers here, A-Town. Avery Stiegel has 15 points. 13 points for Caden Quinn. Vivian Bigger, 6 points. 5 points for Miley Weber. 6 points for Macy Brooks. 2 points for Chesney Engel. That's your scoring breakdown for the A-Town Tornadoes. Get you the Princeville Lady Princes numbers here in just a moment. There we go. Coach Dugan's mic's all set up and good to go now. All right. Princeville, their leading scorer, Addison Buckley. She had 8 points for the Lady Princes. Again, it was just an offense that ran into a buzzsaw in this A-Town defense. In the 2 games, again, this is a good Princeville team. Princeville 18-10 to this point in the season. And this is a team that against A-Town, scoring just 19 points in the last outing, and then just 26 here in this outing. So, Coach Dugan, he had the game plan, and they stuck with it, holding the Lady Princes low in the offensive category here. Once again, 26 points for the Lady Princes, as Addison Buckley finishes with 7 points for Reagan Calder, 2 points for Cameron Smith, 4 points for Sahara Street Matter, 3 points for Ella Buckley, and Bethany Sennett with 2 points for the Lady Princes. Putting a wrap on a full day of basketball. Again, let's take a look at actually we'll take a look at that here in just a moment. Coach Dugan is making his way up here to us, so we'll chat with him and wrap up our day here in just a moment. As once again, the final score here, 71-26. The A-Town Tornadoes getting the job done here and punching their ticket to the Lincoln Trail Conference Championship game. Here to chat with us a little bit here in the postgame is A-Town girls basketball coach Brent Dugan joining us here. Coach, I tell you what, we talked about it throughout the broadcast, but you guys, we talked a little bit before the game and how you guys are kind of dealing with a few bumps, a few bruises, a couple of injuries that we were talking about throughout the game, but certainly couldn't tell it here tonight. This might have been one of the most dominant performances we've seen all season against a really good Princeville team, but you've just had their number so far here this season. 2 wins, and they've been both in dominant fashion against a very good Princeville team.
You're exactly right, Wyatt. I thought our ball movement tonight was the best it's been. Our rotations on defense. The backside of our defense has kind of been hurting us a little bit, and that's not necessarily always Callie and Anna's fault. That's kind of been people aren't getting to the places or retreating quick enough. If I know we were going to play this way injured, I would have started kicking them in the ankle and pulling their fingers and all that good stuff. But I agree with you, and it starts with your top 3. When Caden Quinn, Kennedy Quinn, and Avery Stiegel play like that, good things are going to happen to this basketball team, because then you just need the Annas, you need the Callies just to do what they do. And Viv, you can't volume tonight on what and the execution, and I could tell you the game plan, but I don't want to give that out because we may be playing them again. But what she did and how she did it and listen to the game plan, she executed that very well as a freshman. And obviously we're not freshmen anymore. We're closer to sophomores, right?
Right.
So for what they did and how they did it tonight, execution-wise, the shots started going in then, and it does make the offense look good. But the cuts were precise. The cuts had good timing. They let their Princeville defense move, and we moved right behind them, and we moved to the cavities. That's the first time I've seen that kind of execution out of all 5 players, no matter who I put on the court. And that goes for the last 5 I put out there. They were moving pretty well, too, and getting some real good shots. So overall dominance had a lot of things to do with it. I mean, as far as what we did, the intricacies of the game, defensive side, the offensive side, just how we passed the ball, how we got into the penetration, how we kicked it to the open shooters. That was total ball movement was great. And I can't say enough about how they executed tonight.
Well, the execution was great, and, a little bit of a scare for you in that first half after getting off to an 18-2 start. The game got a little bit tighter, ended up being I believe it was a 7-point game, 23-16. The way you guys responded, you called a timeout, and then you guys proceeded to go on a 29-0 run.
Ooh, I didn't know it was that much.
It was one of the
that's a great timeout, then.
It was. I'm going to ask you, what was said in that timeout that got the blood flowing there? You finished the half on a 17-0 run, started the second half on a 12-0 run. I mean, what was said in that timeout and also said at the half that just kept that momentum going?
I wish I could tell you exactly what I said to tell you that I'll say it again 50 times over this year, because if I get that result out of whatever I say, I don't know why they start listening to me right now, right? I mean, sometimes they don't listen to me at all. But in all seriousness, you can just see that edge tonight. Like, they're hungrier. They're hungrier. If you want to call it a new season, I mean, you got the tournament, right? So that gives it a new season. Also, we're prepping for what's the regionals. They're out now. So we have our eye on a lot of things right now, and it's just still one game at a time. Like I told the girls, this bracket play stuff, you got to worry about the team you're playing. I'll worry about the next game or the game after or whatever. That goes for the rest of the season. We had that discussion just the other day. And what I saw tonight is just how we played without the ball in our hands was probably the best we had played all year. And you asked Princeville, there's a lot of deflections that disrupted what they had to do and how they had to do it. There was a little 3 or 4 minute run, as you stated. They cut the lead down, and it had a lot to do with there was a deflection here or there. They resulted into a run out. And I thought we had got girls going that way, and we just deflected the wrong way. The ball didn't bounce our way. That's the way sometimes it goes. But I will say over and over and over, the execution of how we did things through and through got us that 29-0 run, which I didn't realize it was that much. But there was no magical words in that timeout. It was just execution by the players and how they did things.
Yeah, it was 23-16, and after the run ended, it was 52-16. So 29-0 run for the A-Town Tornadoes at one point here in this ball game. 71-26, the final score. As we're talking to the head coach of the A-Town Tornadoes, Brent Dugan, joining us here as the Tornadoes punching their ticket to the championship game here in the Lincoln Trail Conference. And I tell you what, it's been a very long day here for us here at A-Town High School. But I tell you, a lot of good basketball here, some good teams, and the fact that you guys are still undefeated has just got to speak volumes again to this team. And the fact that these girls are playing as good as they probably have to this point in the season, knowing that you're playing this team a second time through. It's got to give you a lot of things to smile about here as the postseason right around the corner.
It does, and I said we can smile for the night. Okay, I told the girls we can smile for the night. That's our post game. But you know me, we gotta do things better. And I heard Avery and Kennedy talking, and Kennedy, this is at the end of the bench, with the last 2.5 minutes, and there's a dead ball situation, and of course clock's rolling. They're still in the game, but they were talking about execution. I have 2 players talking about execution and not talking about what they're going to do tonight after the game. They're talking about execution, that this might be the best. And I heard Avery tell Kennedy it can always be better. So if you got that mindset, Wyatt, I'll sit here all day with you and watch basketball. And if my team's going to play like that, I'll sit up here and coach, because there's not much coaching that has to happen. And not a timeout in the world can make them go on a 29-0 run when you got those kind of players on your team.
Certainly so. Kennedy Quinn, of course, leading the way with 23 is what I have her for here. Avery Stiegel with 15, and Caden Quinn, despite the injuries, again, dealing with that thumb issue there. She still finished with 13 points, and it didn't really look like any of the injuries that you and I were talking about in the pregame. It didn't look like anything was bothering these guys there. Is it just, is it just adrenaline, do you think, or are these girls, willing to put everything on the line here to try to bring home the hardware for this this squad?
I guess Caden, you would say she's a natural at this thumb thing, right? I mean,
same thumb too.
Yeah, you call her a natural at it, I guess. And you ask her what the pain threshold is. Is it 1 through 10? She says it doesn't hurt as bad as last year. Okay, the darn thing was broke 2 times last year.
It was.
So to back up a little bit though. Avery Stiegel offensively.
Oh, yes.
I mean, 15 points. in aggressive fashion. It wasn't just, there were some run-out layups. I'll give her, 6 or 8 points on that. But I saw a shot from the top, in rotation. Yep. Just let her fly. We've been asking her to do that all year. That looked like she's been doing it all year, by the way, Wyatt. You wouldn't know she's 2 for whatever, 6 or whatever on the year, 1 for 4 or whatever. But to see her do that and the ball, the way it rotated right to her, and she didn't even think about it. Shot, next time down, she cut to the middle, shot fake, went in left hand. I told her, that you can be left-handed all year and no one will know. That kind of thing.
Right.
And that's also why we position her in certain places. There's no secrets to that. But I'd also say when she makes cuts like that, and then also, I don't know how many assists Avery had, but her flashing to the middle and kicking backside to a Miley or a Kennedy open on the backside wing. Oh, by the way, Kennedy's pretty damn good if you didn't know that, right? I mean, those kind of things, that makes us hard to guard when Avery has 15 points and all of a sudden I thought they were just a two-headed monster. Now you got Avery scoring 15 and being very aggressive with the basketball, not only in a scoring position but also a passing position.
Well, and her defense, I think, has just been otherworldly the last month or so. And I think in the last game that you and I talked, we talked a little bit about how she's very similar to Lucas Andrews on the boys' side here at A-Town. Just that spark plug, making those defensive plays that has really catapulted your team, and it was some of that defense that got that 29-0 run getting started for you guys.
Exactly, and that you're exactly right on that 29-0 run. We just moved Avery up a smidge, and she read the passing angle very well. And we had sometimes you get that steal and you throw it away or whatever, so you defeat the purpose of the steal. But I thought we were the right pass, right time, right cut, whatever, moving without the ball. Those are other things that I like to see, and you talk about that run. Avery almost baits you in. Hey, throw it to my man White over here, and she's going to just jump the lane. And there was one time she wasn't even the person guarding the person in the middle. She read it from this backside person and knew that they were just going to stay in the corner, and she jumped the lane, and next thing you know, we're going the other way for a layup. So those things are all that we have to have. And obviously Avery's a senior, and she sees less than a month left of the season. So she's going to work her butt off. I know she is.
The A-Town Tornadoes again winning here tonight, 71-26 over Princeville, punching their ticket to that Lincoln Trail Conference Championship game, which will be here on Wednesday night. So one more question here, obviously, for you, Coach, before we let you go. Won't hold you too much longer because as Taylor's pointing out, Sam and his family look like they want to eat with you there. So we won't hold you too much there because we want Sam to get fed there.
Yeah.
But you guys are now going to be playing Bureau Valley coming up on Wednesday night. Kind of a stunner, obviously. I'm sure you were sitting there. Actually, I saw you courtside watching that ball game play out. What kind of surprised you from Bureau Valley here, and what do you guys need to get ready for Wednesday night's action there in that championship game?
And props to Bureau Valley for getting it done. But, I know Weathersfield's been under the weather with their team, and obviously they didn't probably play to the caliber they could have if they were healthy. But Bureau Valley shot the heck out of it, especially there in the second half. I thought their spacing was really good. I see that being a little bit of a problem. We're going to work on some stuff, obviously, to get ourselves ready for Wednesday, but also we're planning on just getting ourselves healthy. Kennedy Quinn, I kid around. I said it earlier. I kick you in the ankle more often if that's the way you're going to play. And under, she's fast anyway, but okay, now she's a tick off. Can you tell? No, you can't. Caden, you got a bum thumb, and who's the first person to take the shot or go in for a layup or second shot, whatever that was. I'm sitting there going, yeah, it looks like she has a bad thumb.
Yeah.
So the toughness of this group, and Anna, by the way, is having some issues too, which she did a great job with her rotation, and we played her minimal minutes, and that was the game plan anyway, just to get her in and get her out and have her have some success of this game. And I thought what she did too. I mean, those three playing hurt, and this time of year, those things got to happen. You got to play hurt. There's people playing the Super Bowl tomorrow that I'm sure have some injuries that they aren't telling everybody about, and can't wait till the season to be over so they can kind of get those injuries under wraps. But, those three playing hurt tonight and playing at that level, it just makes us that much better.
Well, we'll see how it all plays out there Wednesday night. Of course, we're excited to cover it here at TSSR, and it's been a fun day of basketball here. Thanks for having us here, Coach, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday after the championship game. Best of luck.
Take the day off from basketball tomorrow, right? Watch yourself some football.
Oh, yes.
Just kind of relax tomorrow. So you've been here all day, and we really do appreciate that and how you bring that to the crowd. You did get a game off today. You didn't plan
We did, yeah. That was kind of a bizarre moment there, getting that game
bizarre.
off. But, hey, nonetheless, we got everything everything done here. First game done. 2 more games to go, or 2 more days to go, I should say. 3 games on Monday and 2 games on Wednesday, and we're excited to bring it to you here. Of course, also the regionals coming up down the stretch there. He's the head coach of the A-Town girls basketball team, Brent Dugan, joining us here. Coach Dugan, appreciate the time. See you Wednesday.
Yep.
Actually, we'll see you Monday probably.
See you Monday. All right. Sounds good, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yep. Take care of yourself.
You bet. He's the head coach of the A-Town girls basketball team, Brent Dugan, joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. That's going to do it for us here tonight, putting a wrap on a day full of basketball. 5 games in the books. And we have everything all squared away for the upcoming days. Galva will take on United. I believe that's going to be the first matchup of the day. That'll be at 5 o'clock on Monday. 6:30 on Monday, it is going to be Ridgewood taking on, or excuse me, Rova Williamsfield, I should say, taking on, let's see, the loser of game 2. That was Ridgewood. Okay, so Rova Williamsfield taking on Ridgewood. That was the confusion there. And then Knoxville taking on Stark County in the 8 o'clock game. Yes, there is an 8 o'clock game. It's going to be a late night Monday night, but we're excited for it. Going to bring that to you here on TSSR. So Galva versus United at 5, 6:30, Rova Williamsfield and Ridgewood. And then Stark County will take on Knoxville at 8. And then on Wednesday, it's the 3rd place game between Wethersfield and Princeville. That'll be at 6 o'clock, 7:30 on Monday night, the Lincoln Trail Conference Championship game. And we'll have it for you here as the A-Town Tornadoes taking on Bureau Valley. Can't wait to bring it all to you here as the season winding down here, but still a lot of great action to come. We appreciate you all for joining us here at any point or throughout most of the day. If you joined us all day, we appreciate you. We appreciate you nonetheless here. More basketball to come, though. The playoffs are here, folks, and we've got plenty of action for you. Thanks for joining us, for our camera girl, Alyssa, who was awesome today, dealing with exhaustion near the end there, but she able to get the job done. 71-26, the A-Town Tornadoes win here tonight. On to the championship game. Again, that'll be 7:30 on Wednesday night. Basketball returns on Monday, as we'll have more action from the Lincoln Trail Conference tournament. So until then, have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you Monday right here on TSSR Game Time Live. It is presented by MDH.